Hey guys, I've got another product review coming your way. This time it's a speedometer. It tells me exactly how fast my Tesla is going as I'm driving down the road. And the best part is it's a heads-up display. What that means is I don't need to look at the screen. It's basically right in front of me. It's exactly what I would expect out of a product like this. Very simple, very basic, no programming. I'm going to turn on the hazard lights. There we get both the turn signals going on at the same time. Turn that off. Let's unbox this thing, install it, and test it out. All right, so it comes in a nifty box and it actually calls it the X1. This works for Model 3s and Model Ys. It's pretty basic, and what I love about this is it does not plug into the computer. It goes into the back. There's an ODBA port in the back of the car that you open up to be able to install this. And what that means is you need to have a relatively long cable to go from the front of the car all the way to the back of the car. The interesting journey is going to be how well you can hide this cable along the side of the car. So let's just see how long this cable is. This one in and of itself is not that long, as you can see. The real one is this cable here, and this is attached to the display. Let's open it up here. Ooh, look at that, it's pretty narrow. That's pretty thin. I like that it's not that large, and this fits in. It doesn't disturb the airflow. It doesn't interrupt the car. In other words, it doesn't create any damage. You can remove it quite easily from my understanding. And this cable here is super long. It gives us lots of space to tuck it away inside of the car. It looks like we do get a little tool here to be able to pry some of the parts away so we can tuck the cable in, and we get a little instruction manual. Looks like we get two of them, one in Chinese in case you can read Chinese, and the other one in English. And we also get, what is this here? Looks like maybe a standard sticker or something. Yeah, this is just kind of a quality control pass, a quality certificate. And that's it. That's everything that comes in the box. Let's take a look at the instructions here. Pretty basic. So a couple things about this. This is $59.99. If you use a discount code like TechGeek, you can get $15 off or 25%, which brings it down to $44.99. That is not too bad for what you get. This is pretty self-explanatory. You don't need to program it. That's an advantage, I would say. You also get turn signal indicators. You get to see whether you're in park, reverse, neutral, or drive, and that is when you're changing gears. But the primary feature is that speed setting that you're going to see as you're driving down the road. The last little bonus that you get is the percentage for your battery. You get an indication when your battery is running low. So that's kind of extra icing on the cake, I would say. I certainly wouldn't rely on that. I would use your main screen primarily for that. But it looks like there's a couple little things in here as far as how to get it operating. Let's go ahead and install this and see how it goes. Okay, after looking at the installation instructions, it looks pretty straightforward. You're going to confirm that the cable here is coming out of the left side at this angled side in the back. You're going to peel off this front cover, and then you're going to install it right up in this area here. Look at that, it's just right there, straight lined up with my steering wheel. Once you get that lined up, you're going to open up your door, and you're going to grab your little wedge tool here. You're going to take off this piece right here. It snaps off really easily. Don't be intimidated by any of these steps, by the way. There we go. There's a clip on there. This was sticking for some reason more than it usually does. That usually comes off super easy. So now you're going to take this cable and route it through here. It's going to go underneath this piece here. You're going to push it up in there so it actually goes around the plastic piece. It's going to pinch on the cable a little bit. You want it to kind of go around. You're going to pull up on this material here. You really want it to go behind here. There we go. It snaps behind there. You want it to hide in there so you're really not seeing the cable at all. And then this is going to come down behind this trim piece here, hide behind here. And at this point now that I've gotten it behind this piece here, I can put my side piece back on. But before I do that, I'm just gonna get it started. So you want it to go all the way back here. You're gonna notice that it has to go all the way up in here behind this trim and hide behind this plastic piece. And I'm having to move some of my mats out of the way, but you'll just get it down in there and it wraps behind this piece here. And once you get it behind there, then you can start pulling on it and bring it back here further. That's now ready to put your flat back on the left side. Looks like nothing ever happened there. And yeah, that's basically how that piece rests directly from the factory. So now this cable basically gets hidden all the way up behind the trim. I'm gonna go all the way over here. Look how fast this is going. You can pull from the right side, there we go. And then if you pull from the right side, you get a little bit more leverage on that plastic piece. And now we're going behind the seat. So I'm gonna toss it in the back, just like that. And we're gonna grab the other piece. Here's the other piece right here. For this next step, this is optional, but it's not a bad idea to do it. You would go into the into the safety section, come all the way down, and you would select power off, and you power off your car. Now you come back here, and you're gonna see the screen actually turn itself back on again. So it helps to do this when you're standing up, because otherwise, when you start moving around and stuff, it actually goes back and turns itself back on again. So we'll power it off. Again, this is optional. It's not a bad idea to do that. And then coming back here, sometimes it helps to move your seats around. And you can see down at the bottom here, there's a little piece here. And it helps to use your wedge. You're gonna get your wedge up inside of here and pull on this. Now, sometimes this comes off easy, other times it's harder. I've taken mine off many times. And you can see I've got a lot of different connectors down in there already. So don't be afraid to daisy chain these together. I have probably too many. I'm gonna take one out to put this one in and test it. So let me reconfigure these cables, but it's a pretty simple install. I'll show you once I simplify the wiring down here. All right, certainly don't be intimidated by this. Essentially, you're taking the connector and placing it inside of here, and it only goes in one way. You're replacing the existing connector. It's gonna snap in, listen for it. There you go. And then your other one, which was in there previously, which you removed, is going to snap into this guy right here. You might have to bend the wires just a little bit. It's not a big deal bending them, but line it up, and you have to find the right placement here for the connector. So it looks like it's actually gonna go this other way here. There we go, snap it in place. And then you're gonna push these wires underneath inside of here, basically get them out of the way. See how I'm pushing it inside a little bit like that? You're gonna tuck the wires in place enough to be able to put your plastic piece back on. And this cable is just going to come down here and it's going to come out the bottom, okay? So let's take our piece here and we'll go ahead and put it back. It's snapping in place on the bottom. There we go, snapped on the left, snapped on the right. So this is now coming out to this other piece here. I'm now connecting it. Thankfully it only goes in one way like that. And then I'm gonna take my mat and basically cover it up or hide it underneath the mat. And no one will ever see it. So let's work on that right now. I'm gonna move the seat forward a little bit. There we go, that helps a lot. And then I'm going to take this, and you can get really carried away if you want. It doesn't hurt to tuck it in here even more. And then this will come down here. No one will ever see this. And then this will hide under here. Perfect, look at that. All the way under here, and make sure it doesn't interfere with the seat operation. Get it all the way hidden. Just like that. And it looks like this panel is still a little bit loose. There we go. I got it snapped back in place, nice and flush. And now everything is done. We're done with the install. You can't see any cables. Here, you would just need to, all right, a little tiny bit of cleanup on the cable. There we go, hidden. Out of sight, out of view. No one will ever see it. Let's take a look and see how it operates now. Okay, I stepped on the brake pedal and it immediately says 80%. That's what my battery is at. It actually says 79% there. So this is rounding up, it appears. Not quite sure why it's not matching, but it is telling me that we are in park. So I'm gonna put my seatbelt on. And we're gonna put it into drive. Oh, it changes color, look at that. Put it in reverse, nice red color, I like that. Let's hold it down to go into neutral. There's a white color, drive is blue. I like those colors. And it's like a soft light. It's not an LED really. I mean, it's kind of like a backlit interface. I don't know how to describe it, but it looks really clean. So now when I put it into drive, let's see what happens. I'm starting to move. There we go, 1 mile an hour. And let's just take it through the neighborhood here real quick. Okay, this is a first person point of view. Really nice for you to see exactly what I'm seeing here as I'm driving. I'm gonna put on my turn signal. There's the right turn signal. And we'll try the left turn signal. Nice. It's exactly what I would expect out of a product like this. Very simple, very basic, no programming. I'm going to turn on the hazard lights. There we get both the turn signals going on at the same time. Turn that off, speed up. So this allows me to drive and just keep my eyes looking straight forward. And obviously you can see the speed up here. So it's not a huge disadvantage to look over just a tiny bit to the right. But this is nice for people that are used to having a speedometer right in front of them. So for those people, this is definitely worth it. And you get the extra bonus of seeing your battery percentage when you park. Let's go ahead and put it in park here and just check that again. So there, now we're at 0, put it in park. As soon as it goes into park, it remains at 0 for a second, and then it goes to the battery percentage. Go back into drive. As soon as you drive, the percentage goes away and it changes to the speed display. And there you have it, the heads-up display for Speed from Tillyard. If you're interested in purchasing this product, definitely head over to Tillyard. The link is down in the description. You can use my discount code TechGeek for 25% off any accessory for your Model 3 or Model Y. This product in particular is very useful for those that want to know their speed at all times without looking at the giant screen in the middle, which can be a little bit intimidating for brand new owners, especially those coming from an internal combustion engine vehicle where the speed is right in front of them at all times. This gives you that functionality. Thanks for watching. Have a great day.